video, I'm going to show you how to fit it, but more importantly, how to use it correctly. If you're right-handed, your dog walks on your left-hand side, and you want to have your lead to look like a letter P, like so. If you're left-handed, your dog walks on your right-hand side, and you want to make your lead look like a letter Q, like so. How to fit the lead correctly, and I'll go over one of the common mistakes why the lead slips down. So, if this is fitted, if you are a right-handed person, dog walks on your left, goes over the dog's head, ear goes through, second ear goes through. You lift it up right at the front. As you lift it at the front, imagine she's got an Adam's apple, it goes above the Adam's apple. Lift it very high up behind the ears, pull, so the ring is between the two ears like so. Then, this little button at the top. Now here's your common mistake, what everyone does, this is why the lead slips. You want to push the button in and then go straight down. So it's really quick, right down to the dog. Everyone does this. They go from the top, put it down nice and steady, and then it's never tight enough, and as you can see, it'll just slip down. So, when you've got it correctly, high up behind the ears, like so, like that, push the button, and you just go straight down. That then, it won't slip, I promise. Here's how to use the lead correctly. Now, imagine your dog's in front and it's pulling, and the lead's nice and tight, stay there. First thing you want to do is, you stop. You don't want to walk any further. If you walk, your dog thinks it's going to be okay to keep pulling. So you stop. You then pull the dog back. Here. You pull the dog back then into the heel position there. Nice and easy. You then hold the lead like so. So the handle is pointing outwards and your thumb is on the black part of the lead like that. Now, I use the ring finger, as in a wedding ring finger, as my stability finger. So, the second the dog's nose, as in this part there, the squidgy bit there, as in nostrils, goes in front of your toes, you literally, this is your motion, your movement, you're going to go like that. The lead has to have a bow in it for it to work, and you just go boop, like that, to flip the dog backwards, so the dog then understands where heel work is. How the lead works is a bit like you're walking down a corridor. You mind your own business, la-di-da-di-da, somebody jumps out behind a corner and goes boom. You would go, oh, like that. In other words, it'd make you jump. This is how the slip lead works. This is how the adjust lead works. But more importantly, what it does is it interrupts your thought process. When it interrupts your thought process, you then can start to communicate with the dog and teach the dog then where heel is. So what you're trying to do is, the idea is you're trying to imagine there's an invisible barrier in front of your toes that the dog can't enter. Hence, no nose in front of the toes technique. So all you do is make sure the lead's got a nice bow, put your hand forward and go boop, like that, and flip the dog backwards. Obviously, the bigger the dog, the bigger the flick. So, the bigger the dog, obviously the bigger the pop. You can't do a tiny little pop of the dog the size of this one, because obviously it would never work. So you have to have a little bit more oomph in your pop to make it work. So, gonna heel. He goes in front, boop. See the difference? Yeah. So it's just boop, heel. Makes sense? So all it is a little flick of the wrist, and it just goes in front, just go like that, and pulling back. Nice and easy. So you're not, the technique isn't this, it's not a big yank, it is literally a flick of the wrist, so the dog then understands where heel work is, and you can then start to get heel work like so. If his nose literally goes in front of your toes, and you can see how loose and hold the lead, make sure your arm is nice and loose and your wrist is nice and loose and you're calm and you're relaxed. If you're all tense and you hold the lead tightly, then what will happen is the dog will pick up on it. So you need to be nice and calm, nice and relaxed. And you can start to get heel work like this. Got me, Donna? Yes! Good luck with the adjuster. I hope you get on with it well, and I hope you guys enjoy your no-nose and front-to-toes walkies.